Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be speaking about the 1989p Jefferson nickel, and we'll be going over the ones that are worth way more than the rest. Now, if you look closely on some of these, there's going to be some varieties that you can find. That's what I'll be focused on. We'll also be covering error coins and conditional rarity, whether that's full steps or not. So there's a ton to cover here. I'm going to try to be concise, show clear photos of what I'm talking about, and have prices to back it up. So let's get right into the video, and I'm excited to tell you everything that you'd want to look for. Now here we've got the 1989p Jefferson nickel, and I'm not going to spend too much time going over the general overview. You can pause it if you'd like. There were some silver ones from 1942 to 1945. There's also 1950D is a better date, and some varieties that are more major. But we do have one that we're going to cover in today's presentation that's not quite as well known. I think one important thing is there can be value in just a coin that's really, really well struck and is in super high condition. So the main key though is you're going to need the full steps, where the steps on the Monticello are unbroken, and that's really important. As you can see, if you think your coin is going to grade 68, definitely send it in to get graded if it has those full steps. If not, I don't think it's really worth the hassle, because say it comes back 66 full steps, well, you've already lost money because the grading fees are probably going to be higher than the $20. But if you have a good eye for it, you can try to cultivate that and make some money doing it. I think the more pertinent one, and the thing that I'm more interested in, is the double Die Obverse. So if you look closely at the date, in the one, you can see a little bit of a split on either side, split serifs on either side of the one in the 1989 date. Same thing, very, very minor, but in the Liberty, you can see a little bit of separation as well. So there's just going to be some slight sort of splits there. The valuation, I wasn't totally sure. I based it off of some similar coins. Maybe this valuation is a little bit high, but there's not too many of these known. So if you do find one and it's really clear that you do have the variety, then it's something that can command probably $5 to $20. And remember, just a regular uncirculated 1989p Jefferson nickel is worth 5 cents. So it is, it's some nice potential there. Now, I think some of the more really interesting things are like this error coin. I have like 3 that I picked out. This got struck 3 times, and the first one, normal looking strike, doesn't properly eject from the chamber and receives a 70% off center strike with pretty good detail and everything. And then you see a third, which is where I really like, just sort of at 1, 2 o'clock, and you see the states on the other side, so it is truly struck. This one sold for $400 a while ago in nice condition. Then there's this bow tie planchet. If you're not familiar, that's going to be when it's been punched out. Often the metal between the coins, between the planchets that get punched out of a strip, that's not supposed to then get struck. But in this case, somehow a little bit of webbing got into the striking chamber, received a strike, and this came out. They're normally pretty expensive, and we end up with what we have in front of us. Then there's also, lastly, this double denomination where it's a 1989p Jefferson nickel that's been struck on a previously struck 1989 cent, and this sold for justifiably over $1,000. This is one of the more rare error types, and I think it's really nice when you see a Jefferson nickel that's struck on copper or a zinc, but coated with copper planchet, just because the different coloration is so drastic, and you can see the details of America, and as well as the really nice Lincoln Memorial in Jefferson's head. So it's sort of really an interesting coin. But that brings us to the end of this video. Make sure to keep an eye out for this double Die Obverse and potentially just some really nice full steps nickels. You never know what you could have. So that being said, I'll see you on some similar videos in the future. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. I've also got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can follow me there. TreasureTownYT.com is the main channel website. Definitely give that a visit. I've got a lot of information about me up there and the channel. CoinGrabBag.com as well currently redirects there, but it's some good opportunities for very fair grab bags, both made by me and other sellers. A lot of different options, so that's a good way to support. There's also treasuretowncoins.com. In the future, my coin dealing operation will be done out of that website. Coinmeltprice.com for updates on the melt prices of your coins, both US and world. A lot of resources in that website. And then coinsmetalscards.com being developed right now as a marketplace and news source for coins, metals, cards, and collectibles in general. So I'll see you on my future videos. Looking forward to seeing you there and hope you have a good day.